Konnichiwa mina, boku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And before watching Sailor Moon Crystal, which will be happening later on tonight into tomorrow morning, I guess, I figured I would do a video about some of the other Sailor Moon news that has come out recently. One particular event, I guess, that I just read about today on Twitter from Crunchyroll, actually, is that Bandai Namco is interested in playing with the idea of possibly developing a Sailor Moon game. Of course, with all the revamping and stuff, the new Viz English dub of Sailor Moon, the fact that Bandai Namco's done Naruto and a bunch of other Viz titles, it works in the same sort of juncture. And it all depends on fan feedback in whether there would be a market for it, and I do think there would be. As to what kind of game, remains to be seen, I guess. There's been a lot of Sailor Moon fighting ones, side-scrollers, and of course the one that stands out the most to me is Sailor Moon Another Story, which was absolutely fantastic. I'd love to see even that one translated officially and brought over to North America. I think it would be best to do that one first because it's already been made. If it wouldn't cost as much, I don't think. They could go ahead and just have someone go through and translate it all and then port it to one of the current game systems. Yes, it is 8-bit, but at the same time, it might be possible to touch it up and stuff. But then again, Chrono Trigger is 8-bit too, and look at, they brought it back for the DS, so I don't know. I would totally play that, and I would be so excited. I remember playing it on the ZSNES online, the emulator, because, well, it was just that damn good of a story. And I used to get stuck whenever I'd have to fight Naboo, Sailor Mercury's rival, because I just never had Mercury strong enough, so I usually would end up having to resort to cheat codes and stuff. But if they did that, I don't know if anybody from Viz even watches my videos, but if you went with that first, I think it would be the best way to do it, and then you can kind of gauge the market from there. But if Bandai Namco wants to go ahead and do this just fresh and new, that would be great too. I think an RPG is definitely the way to go. It would probably harness more people into it rather than a fighting game or a side-scroller, or a puzzle game, because there's been puzzle ones in the past too, and I don't know how well those ones do either. So, yeah. But I really think an RPG would be the best way to go. Also, they have been releasing snippets. Now, I haven't listened to today's, which I'm thinking is Sailor Venus's solo, Minako's solo, but from the character album that's supposed to be coming out on April 29th, so towards the end of this month, next week after. And they started out with a music video release of the full version of the group song, and I don't have the names in front of me, so I'm sorry. And then one by one they've released Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter's solo songs, little snippets of them. The weakest one is definitely Mars's. It's it leaves a nasty taste in your mouth, kind of like when they had the Sailor Moon tribute album. There were some of them on there, like Otomoi no Policy. Really? What the hell was that all about? That was like the scariest thing. Anyway, so the problem I have with this, and I'm really glad that they've actually put the snippets out because it shows people what to expect. A lot of the older songs from the original series were actually penned by Naoko Takeuchi herself. So they felt right because you have the creator of the characters penning these songs about them, and it made sense. The voice actresses, the songs were all different sounding. The voice actresses were really in tune with their characters, and I can't say necessarily that the new ones aren't, but it still feels really off and really weird. I'm going to hold out hope for Kotono Mitsuishi's song, Usagi's song. I haven't heard that one yet. Maybe they released it already. I don't think so. Maybe. I haven't heard it yet. because she will be the most comfortable in her role, having played Sailor Moon before. But the fact that all of the songs have been written by different people, it loses that connection. And I just, in a little experiment I had where on my Facebook I had several of my friends comment on my question about this, and most of them pretty much are not looking forward to the release of this, and some of them probably won't want to buy it. I'm on the fence because I do love my Sailor Moon stuff, and I have a love-hate relationship with Sailor Moon Crystal right now, because I love that they are translating it, doing it like from the manga. I like that, especially towards Super S and Sailor Stars. I'm really looking forward to that. I think I'm going to safely say that I liked the Sailor Moon S series and the original anime better than if it's what it's going to be with the manga, because I wasn't too big of a fan of the way the manga did it. I know that's like blasphemy, but we'll see. I'll reserve the right to change my opinion later. We'll see. But we haven't even gotten there yet. We haven't even finished R yet. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, I just feel, like a lot of other people that have heard them and have commented on it, I feel a big disconnect with it. It is true that Crystal has been handled terribly. They are basically, like, it is 100% clear that the marketing is really what the whole thing is about. The lack of quality is so rampant, it's terrible. Mostly within the animation style, because the animation it's like they tried to take the manga style and then they pre-cured it and it just doesn't work. But there's going to be several out there that like the new version better than the original, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. But there's, long-term fans are going to have a big problem with this, I think. And it'll be interesting to see the reviews when the CD actually does physically come out. So don't forget, I'm just operating based on the snippets that I've heard so far. And they're not the best quality either, which really surprised me since they are official releases. They're not, like the Mars one especially, sound quality is not the best. So it could have something to do with that, but I think it's mostly the way that it's sung is just weird. And I'm not even 100% sure that it's the voice actresses of the characters that are doing it, which makes it even worse if it's just like covers of them, because then that just, again, goes to show that they don't care enough to have that in there. So, I don't know. It's a tough thing to talk about. So we'll see. I will somehow acquire the new Sailor Moon character album, and I will probably do a review on it somehow. So watch for that, probably later in April, maybe early May, I would imagine. And I'm interested to see what you guys think too. If you go to Anime News Network and you go through each of the daily news things, they have the Sailor Moon snippets, character song snippets, so you can listen to them. Just click on the little thing. You'll see a picture of Sailor Moon Crystal on there, usually if you're in list form. They have a bunch of different forms on their website, but it's a specific list form. And just listen to them. They're like 30 seconds maybe, I think. Not even that. And like I said, Ray's is really weird. Ami-chan is fine. Makoto, I'm interested to see Minako too, but I miss the old days of Root Venus and Fire Soul Love and all those ones. We Believe You was my favorite Sailor Jupiter song over Starlight Nikishite. Sharing the Same Tears is the translation of Mercury's. I can't remember the Japanese. It's like Owakeata Namida something. I'm terrible. I miss those songs. I really loved those ones. They had a lot of feeling to them. The new ones are too poppy produced, kind of, as Ulan has said before, generic. That was more towards the English singers or voice and stuff, but the songs, I would say, of this character thing so far sound just generic, and that's a little bit sad. It really is. But I mean, that is this day and age. That is kind of what's out there. On another note, linking Sailor Moon to Dragon Ball, Momo Clovers has released a snippet of their music video for their song, which is going to be the new theme song for the Dragon Ball F Frieza movie thing that's coming out. And they're all dressed up and they're all battling like Saiyans and Frieza. It's different. So we'll see. I mean, it does look like it's got an interesting premise to it, and I'm not going to totally shoot it down until I see the whole thing. But I think they're releasing that on April 29th too, or somewhere around there. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Anyway, the next video you will see will be my review of the latest Sailor Moon Crystal episode, which is coming up late tonight, early tomorrow morning, Saturday. It is about Endymion, Neo King Endymion, so that'll be nice. We'll get to hear Diana, and Shokotan is her voice actress, which is really interesting, Nakagawa Shoko. So I'm hopeful that if she continues on into the next Infinity Arc, or whatever, that we'll have a new theme song, and hopefully she will be singing it over Momo Clovers, or somebody else. I would actually really like to see Hayashibana Megumi, since she's part of King Records as well, but it's not up to me. So anyway, thank you for watching, you guys. Always feel free to comment down below. I do appreciate hearing from other fellow Sailor Moon fans, of course. And just tell me what you think if you've heard the snippets, what you think of a new game, a new Sailor Moon game, what you would prefer it to be, and anything else that you'd like to comment about as well. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.